Hello, dear students. Welcome to today's class. I'm your instructor, Mohammed Shafi, and I welcome you all to our today class, our lesson. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying these lessons. So, today our lesson is going to be a little bit different from the other lessons. In our other lesson, we actually focused on the reading, writing, speaking, or the listening parts of language. Today we are going to divert our focus from those language skills to another portion which is equally important in effective communication in English. So today our focus is will be on working on the pronunciation, working on our pronunciation. So pronunciation is itself a broad field and it includes intonation, syllable stress, the raising and lowering voice. So it has a lot of other sections, but today we are going to focus on the syllable stress portion of pronunciation. Are you ready for this lesson? Just give me thumbs up. Yeah, I can see you all are very energetic, and it actually motivates me to give the lecture or deliver the lecture in a better way. So, are you? Let's get started with our today's lesson. First, before starting the lesson, just can anyone guess from the name of the portion of the pronunciation activity, the syllable stress? Can anyone guess what does it mean or what our lesson is going to be about today? Anyone? If anyone wants to share their thoughts, just raise your hand and I would appreciate your response. Yeah, I can see some raising hands. Don't be afraid, actually. Don't be afraid. Told you this a lot of times. So you just need to share whatever comes in your mind. Yes, you. Hmm? Somewhat right, but I appreciate you have participated in this discussion. I would take responses from two more people. Yes, you. Hmm? Yeah, cerebral stress actually, you can predict from the name itself. Cerebrals are the different parts of the words. A word is divided into different parts according to the voice. So that is cerebral, and stress means force. So if we combine these two terms, cerebral stress, it means that when we give more force, take more force on one syllable than the other, it's actually the syllable stress. Now I'm going to pronounce some words here, and you have to notice on which syllable I'm giving more focus or more stress. Okay, so the first word is beginner. I'm pronouncing it again, beginner. What have you? No, let me pronounce another word that is water. Water. So, what do you get from this pronunciation of these words? Have you got an idea of what's actually the difference between what's the difference in pronunciation? Anyone? Yes, you? Good. Excellent. When I say motor, actually you would have noticed that the mo part, the ter part is focused or stressed more than the mo part. So that's the introduction of cerebral stress. I hope you have got the idea. Now we are going to carry out a group activity. In this activity, the students who are sitting here right in the right side of the class, they will write some words or discuss some words which have variable stress patterns. And similarly, the students who are sitting here, they will also discuss some words, they will write some words, and then after the activity is ended, a member from each group would stand and pronounce all the words which they have come up and with different syllables. The other group will identify the stress part or the stress portion in that particular word which this group is going to pronounce. And the similar activity and the same goes for the other group as well. Okay, have you got my point? Brilliant. So you can start your group activity now. I'm observing you, so I would appreciate your participation in these activities. So students, all right students, we have concluded this activity, this group activity. Now I have an individual or independent activity, independent task for you. Your task is to open your textbook, any lesson, take out any lesson, choose any lesson and just write those words in your notebook which you think have variable stress. And one more task for you is that you have to underline that part of the word which is stressed more than the other. So every student will write about 10 to 15 words from the textbook, and after you have done with your activity, your task, I would check your notebooks and I would assess it. Have you underlined the stress portion correctly or not? Okay, so you can start your task now. Okay, students, that was all about our today's lesson in which we discussed the syllable stress. Let me remind what we discussed in this lesson. We introduced syllable stress. That syllable stress means force, giving more force on one part of the word than the other. It's called actually syllable stress, and it's very important in effective communication. So you have to keep in mind about the different stress patterns for effectively communicating with other people. So that was all about our today's class. I hope you have enjoyed it. Till next time, goodbye.